Hello everyone, welcome back to PHP course, and in this lecture we're going to look at PHP strings. So we had already started working with PHP strings, and in this lecture these are some of the objectives that we'll be looking forward to achieve. So one, you will learn how to declare and manipulate strings in PHP. You will explore common string functions and understand concatenation and escaping characters. So we will begin by looking at single and double quote string, of which we had already started working with in earlier tutorials. So this is this variable contains a single string, hello world. Then we have a variable name that contains John, which is a double quote string, and we also have the double variable that contains a double quote string with the variable called in it. We can't include variables on single quotes, but we can do that in double quote. So if we do that in single quote, let me just comment this out. Let's try to include the variable name on single quote and see the result that we are getting. So we'll include it here, variable name. So as you can see, we are not able to interpret variables in single quotes. So let me just save, then let's run the script. So as you can see, we are getting the $name returned instead of the value that is contained in the variable name. But if we do that on double quote, so this is a double quote string, so we have name, so this should be interpreted on the double quote. So let's save and run. So right here we are able to get the value that is John in the variable name. So John said hello world. Also notice that we are able to include the escaping characters on double quotes. These are the escaping characters. They are used especially when we want to include the quotes, single quotes and double quotes, and also when we want to skip a line. So those scenarios we use the escaping characters, and they are recognized on the double quote strings. So that's just a brief introduction on the string declaration and manipulation. We want to start looking at the strings function. So PHP provides several inbuilt functions to work with strings. So let's start by looking at the string length function. So let's have our string define right here, the string equal to hello world. Okay, that's our string. So the string length will enable us to know the length of the string. So to use it, we can echo it right here and use string length. Then we can pass the variable string. So if we run this, it should return for us the length of this string. So let's run this. So we are getting it as 13. 13 is the string length. So the next string function that we want to look at is the string replace. So the string replace has the following syntax. It has the parameters search, replace, and subject. So search is the word we are searching for, then replace the word that we are replacing with, then the subject represents the variable where the search will be conducted. Let's have an example of this down here. So on the search, we want to search John, then we want to replace John with Alice. Then the subject will be the string variable. So we'll be searching this string hello world. So instead of hello world, I can say hello John. So we'll be searching for the word John and replacing it with Alice. So let's run this. We can echo the string replace directly. So let's save. Then let's run the script. So right now we are able to say hello Alice. So we've replaced John with Alice. So the string replace replaces all occurrences of a substring within a string. So the next string function that we are going to look at is the string pos. So what this does is it finds the position of the first occurrence of a substring. So let's use the string pos down here. So the string pos, it has two parameters. So the first one, we are passing the string that we want to manipulate or that we want to evaluate, then followed by the string that we want to find its first occurrence. In this case, let's say it's John. So let's echo this. We can add a line break. So let's run this on the browser. So it's occurring on the 7th character. So if you can count, this is 5 together with the comma is 6, then the first occurrence of this string John is on the 7th character. So next we're going to look at string lower and string upper. So this two converts the string to lowercase and uppercase. So let's have a look at an example of string lower. So we want to echo it right here. This is only passing one parameter. So let's pass our string right here. So it's going to change everything to a lowercase. So we are going to pass our string hello John. This is our string variable. So let's pass it here. So if we run this, we should get all these characters converted to lowercase. So we have hello John. So you can see all the characters have been converted to a lowercase. Then we can also use the string upper. So string upper, instead of lower, we're just changing the function to upper. So if we run this, everything will be changed to uppercase on our string, that is hello John. So let's run our script. So notice that right here, everything is turned to uppercase. So that's it for string functions. So see you into the next lecture where we'll be looking at the PHP constants.